This one's coming from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my son he deserved his girlfriend breaking up with him? So my son had a long distance girlfriend recently for about 2 years. She was great, a really nice girl, and we all loved her and welcomed her with open arms. She was flying here constantly to visit him, like a weekend a month, and he didn't lift a finger to go visit her. I tried talking to him about it several times and told him he should really start looking into flying over to her instead of expecting her to do all the traveling. He said no, and my wife probably had something to do with it, as she constantly told him she was afraid of him flying. I spoke to them both and said this girl is great for him. She was willing to move over to our country too, but said there was one condition, and that he would have to fly over to her country too, which is fair enough. He said no. He didn't want to fly or travel anywhere. My son was becoming lazier and lazier, eventually telling his girlfriend and us that he was perfectly fine never traveling anywhere, including holidays. Last week, he told us that she dumped him. I went to her Facebook page and we are all still friends. She wrote us an apology letter about how she's upset how it didn't work out, but these things happen, so we're on good terms. And looks like she's with a new guy already. Me and my wife have no doubt she was seeing him while still in a relationship with my son. I confessed to them both that I actually agree with her decision and he should have expected it. He did not treat her properly, and I hope he learns a lesson for the next one because he needs to make more of an effort. I said he deserves it for his lack of effort in the relationship and for essentially just allowing this girl to spend all of her money and time coming here all the time. Wife and son are very, very upset, and my wife says I'm being horrible. Am I the asshole? I stand by what I said.
No. I feel like this is like one of the rare cases that it's okay to be like, I told you so. Because it's not... Your son has to learn how to be a good partner. You want that for them. You want your kids to grow up and find love, obviously. That's just how life goes. You don't want to have raised a son who doesn't treat a girl right. I feel like that kind of also reflects on you as a parent. Not always, but sometimes there is like a correlation there. I'm not saying like if your son cheats on his girlfriend, it's because your parents taught you to do that. I'm just saying though, like he probably is like, damn, what did I do wrong? Why is my son being like this? And like he's taking responsibility for it, I feel. Yeah, I think it's okay to be like, I told you so.
One of the top comments, not the asshole. It's a truth he needs to hear. I'm more concerned about the reaction of your wife. Does she enable your son's laziness? And OP replies and says, yes, LOL. He's a proper mommy's boy, and I want him to grow up, to be fair. He's 24 now.
Oh, he's 25. I was also wondering their ages. Like, are they like late teens? But 24, damn. Oh my God.
I'd be like, buddy, that's what you get. Take it as a life lesson. Don't do that shit in the future if you want to actually have a proper relationship. You need to put in the effort.
At the same time, though, as the 24-year-old, is it fair to be like, it's my relationship? Like, you have nothing to do with it. Like, don't butt in.
Well, yeah, but they were complaining.
I guess, yeah, you're right. I think it's fair to have an opinion on this as the dad. Seeing it firsthand, seeing how poorly he's treating her and how she's kind of going over the moon for him. Yeah, it's not fair.
I don't know. I think it's fair to point out that it's a good life lesson to learn from.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, back to you.
Alrighty.